The action, the emotion, the hilarity, and so many other amazing things about this game are absolutely phenomenal, and I'm still so impressed how Rockstar Games pulled this off. Like, this is better than GTA 5, but after my second playthrough through the story, I asked myself the question, what is the best mission in the Red Dead Redemption 2 story? Now, anyone can just go to Google and look it up and it'll show a site with a bunch of missions ranked, but where's the fun in that? Where's the entertainment? In this video, I'm going to be ranking every single mission in Red Dead Redemption 2, Chapter 2, Horseshoe Overlook. That's right, I'm making it interesting for myself, and I'm ranking them based off of my opinion about the gameplay, the humor, and other shit. I will be covering Chapter 3 next, so stick around for that. Enjoy. The first mission is called Polite Society, Valentine style.
Ow! Ow! Careful not to work yourself to death there, Uncle. I was thinking. Yeah, does it pay well?
Arthur interrupts Uncle's dream about Hugh Jackman to suggest that they go into Valentine and check it out, see what's up. A few women of the camp, Karen, Mary Beth, and Tilly Jackson, demand that they go in town with them to hook up with guys and then rob them. I'm not kidding, that's actually what they wanted to do. Uncle gets bored of the silence and wants the ladies to sing a song, and they crush it. We noticed a wagon in the distance is losing all its control and the horses break free of their ropes. I decide to help them out because I'm a good person trying to get my honor up to make the game everyone starts applauding me like I'm the cool kid in high school that just walked through the doors.
Trying to impress the women.
Damn, now it's really like I'm the cool kid. Cool in quotes. Uncle says the most 1800s thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, we're gonna do what any self-respecting maniac does. Put the women to work.
Arthur whips up some more amazing comedy.
You're my favorite parasite. No, ringworm's my favorite parasite. You're my second favorite parasite.
Very funny.
I lied. Ringworm, then rats with the plague, then you.
Shut up.
After buying some cancer and sadness, we wait on the bench for the woman. Mary Beth interrupts our sleeping with good things. So we hear from Mary Beth. Then Mary Beth hears from someone that someone heard from their cousin or some shit. That there's a train coming in full of really rich people, and she thinks that we should rob it. That doesn't look good. He says some shit like, you thought I would forget you or something, so obviously they have some sort of past and it's unclear what. After cosplaying as an American police officer. Okay, that's gonna get me canceled. The only one that's missing from the group is Karen, and she was at the hotel, apparently. I wonder what Karen's up to. She's probably having a great time.
Hey!
What even is this mission? After beating the shit out of creepy Ryan Reynolds, Karen informs me that there's this bank in Valentine that we should be considering robbing. We're all grouped up back together. What could possibly go wrong here?
Weren't you in Blackwater a few weeks back?
Me? No, sir. Ain't from there.
Oh, you were. Well, I definitely saw you.
As he bolts away on his horse, I steal a horse from a random person. Eventually, his horse gets tired of his yapping and tries to throw him off a cliff. My intrusive thoughts told me to kick him off, but, I'm trying to get my honor up for the good ending. So it's a better video,
You saved my life. You're a good man, and
He gives him a pen in return for saving his life, which is a pretty shit deal, but, Arthur takes it because he's a good man. I then go return the horse to the guy I stole it from because I'm a good man. Although this mission has its boring moments, it's really important because it sets up some missions that happen later in the game that are also really good and really important. The first mission of Chapter 2 gets a C tier. I meet up with Javier and Charles in the saloon to start the next mission, Americans at Rest.
One can tell this one is a pussy cat.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this cutscene. Well, Bill walks into the saloon, he bumps into someone, and things escalate fast. Oh! Bar fight! Just from a little shove, the entire bar turns on one another for absolutely no reason. This is what drinking does to you, folk. As I knock out a fella for no reason, Andre the Giant's cousin walks down the stairs, acting like the big man, which he is.
your mouth. Yeah.
In return for giving me that whiskey in Chapter 1, I save Javier from Andre the Giant's cousin, and then he throws me over a table, and then eventually throws me out the window. A crowd starts to gather as I fight Andre the Giant's cousin in the rain and mud, and boy, let me tell you, I kick his ass. Oh, his name is Tommy. Okay. A fellow with probably 100 allergies tells me to stop because he can't watch this shit no more. I shove the crowd out of the way to take some rest. Or get some rest. Because I'm an American and this mission's called Americans at Rest. This is where we get introduced to Josiah Trelawney, one of the most underrated characters in the entire game. Trelawney informs the gang that Sean is alive, which is one of the guys that got shot in Blackwater, or arrested. They actually don't even know. He informs them that Sean is being held up by bounty hunters, but he also says that there's talk of them moving Sean out of Blackwater to get better money because to go somewhere else. Dutch gives everyone but Bill jobs and tells me to go get cleaned up.
Well, what about me?
Well, exactly. What about you?
What is...
I accidentally stole vehicle trying to get back to camp, but that doesn't matter. What matters is B tier. After shaving, because personally I think Arthur looks better with like a number 2 beard, you know? How does your Arthur look? Let me know in the comments. Jose is standing on... What the fuck? I've never seen this. Exit pursued by a bruised ego. The infamous hunting mission. Well, to me, I think this mission's pretty iconic. Hosea wants me to hunt a big bear with him, so obviously I say yes. I mean, I kind of have to, because, you know, I have to play the mission. Arthur talks about how much he misses his horse called Boadicea. Yeah.
Let's take him to Valentine.
This is also the mission where you buy a horse, and now I don't even know what happened here, but like whenever like the first 2 times I played this game, I had enough money to buy the good one, but for this one I was just broke as fuck, so I got this. It looks worse in game. I named it Craig, and now it's time to show Hosea.
Interesting choice. How much did you pay for that thing?
Not that much.
About $15. We learn all we're really ever gonna get on Arthur's beef with John.
Here, Hosea. He ditched us for a goddamn year.
They talk about it more like in the story, but this is like as like close to detail as we're gonna get, unfortunately. Okay, now I'm a dumbass, so I totally forgot to mention that at the last mission of chapter 1, when they're riding toward the camp, Dutch sent Micah and Lenny scouting, so they are off. I don't know, they've been out, and that is a little important later in this chapter. You know, I would love to speak like more clearly, but I don't know, I'm just not like built that way anymore. I just talk too fast. Hosea tells me to kill an animal that's not a bear but a rabbit, so I pull out my shotgun.
You don't want to use anything too powerful on a small animal like that.
Oh, okay. I wanted to know what would happen if you chucked this rabbit off. I mean, well, my intrusive thoughts did, and it's already dead, don't worry. But nothing happened. I actually just fell and lost the rabbit. Oh, there it is. I go to sleep and then I wake up with some nice hot coffee. We then go down to this pond or lake or whatever you want to call it, but I find a clue, and that's the important thing here. That's the important detail. I find let me read that shit. Bear paw prints, it says. After taking this amazing photo of Hosea and whatever this is, we realize that the trail has come to an end. I suggest we split up, that way we have better chances of finding this bear. I find my first clue. Good job, Hosea. You found the bear. After shooting it several times and wasting all that ammo, it finally runs away. Hosea, you might be getting too old for this, bro. You're like 60. He then gives me a legendary animal map.
A man in a bar gave it to me. Well, I stole it from him, but that's another story.
That is the mission. Before I rank it, I have to do something quickly. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. This mission made a friend of mine quit the game, so I'm giving it a B tier.
Took your advice.
Who is not without sin? I'm sorry. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm sorry. Reverend Swanson keeps saying he's free, but he's not free. He's drunk. They want me to take his place in poker, so naturally I say yes because it's poker. Texas Hold'em, baby. I win the first game, and I win a lot of other games, but they're too boring for me to talk about, so I'm just gonna skip to the good part. There's this big hunk of junk choking my friend, so I do what I have. Okay, just punch him. I punch him so hard that he's never gonna wake up, but unfortunately someone else saw, so I have to stop him too. After threatening what looks like to be a very nice man, respectfully, Reverend Swanson starts walking on the train tracks like a swan. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest. Now, I think after saving someone's life, you'll get pleasured, but nope, they actually get really mad at you for some reason.
What the hell is wrong with you? Throwing me off a bridge like
There
that?
was a goddamn train, you crazy bastard!
I can't tell if he's sober or still drunk. He's drunk. Whoa, whoa, I see the light, I see the light. B tier. I also moved American Rest to A tier. Now this next one is optional, but it was on the list of missions, so I might as well rank it, but I'm gonna speedrun it. Good, honest snake oil. Apparently there's this hobo named Benedict that's been killing people with poison health cure. I find him up by the river. Arthur lies and says that his mother's sick, which is technically true because I think she's dead. After literally committing destruction of evidence, he jumps off the roof, which is a problem because I'm supposed to take him alive. But I catch him, eventually. Take him back to the Valentine jail and then get paid the big bucks. Honor gained. Worth it. C tier. I promise you this chapter gets better. This next mission is the first of the infamous series Money Lending and Other Sins. So basically, this fancy pants dinosaur lent some money to people that they're refusing to pay back, and so he basically wants me to go over there and threaten them or do whatever I have to do to get back the money. The first fella is called Chick Matthews. Arthur realizes that this is going to be a little more difficult when he finds out that Chick is speaking Polish. Hold on, this is not Chick Matthews. I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry. The Chick Matthews comes later, I'm pretty sure. This poor man, dude. This series is like, it's messed up, man. I then take his wedding ring, which he did not like at all. After that guy, I go out and I get the other debtors, you know. On the way, I try and cut free some horses, but they didn't really like that too much.
That's a strong-looking horse.
Thank you kindly.
Surprised it ain't bucked you off and kicked you in the face. I would.
Okay, so this guy is Chick Matthews, not the Polish guy. I eventually capture him and then find the money in a tree. This person goes by the name of Lily Millet. After confronting her, a guy who probably features on her OnlyFans starts beating the shit out of me.
Wasting my time.
That's the last debt I have to collect for a long, long time. After taking a girl to Valentine because her horse died, she calls me a good man.
You're a good man.
At the end of the chapter 6 tier list video, I'm putting in a counter of all the times people called Arthur a good man. So I lost my train of thought. The good news is that I don't have to collect any debts for a good while. Fuck. This mission it hits different playing it a third time and already doing all the like Mrs. Downs like optional missions in chapter 6. Like this is heavy, dude. If you've already played the game, then you know what I'm talking about. I actually don't even end up getting the debt here. I just beat the fuck out of him until his like wife and kid come over here and stop me.
You took the money. He wants it back. What's not to understand? Where's our money?
I don't have it.
Sell your place.
We already owe more than it's worth.
Then sell your wife or your family or something.
Imagine this generation living in the 1800s. Like, what the fuck?
Like I said, we ain't nobody's idea of charity. Get us the money.
Even editing this hits different.
Ah, how did you get on?
Not so good. He's almost dead. And they seem more or less destitute. You were a fool for lending them the money.
Well, people who aren't desperate don't seem so interested in my propositions.
Of course.
Low B tier. Remember Kieran Duffy, the O'Driscoll that Arthur kidnapped in chapter 1? Yeah, he's currently tied to a tree. He's still with them, paying a social call. I'm not really sure what they're trying to get out of him, but they keep interrogating him and he keeps saying that he ain't no O'Driscoll. Thankfully, Dutch has an appropriate response.
Geld him. You're only balls, boy.
I think I can speak for all the guys out there. This could probably be one of the most painful things you can ever experience as a male. Before Kieran's testicles fall on the ground, he finally reveals the location of Colm O'Driscoll, 6 Point Cabin. My idiotic theory of why Kieran took so long to reveal that location is because he doesn't want this gang to die. On the way to 6 Point Cabin, Bill tells me that there are some throwing knives in my saddle so we could stealth sneak attack. See? They're right there, dude. This is also the first mission where John's helping out the crew instead of just laying in bed all day for whatever reason. It's not like he was attacked by wolves or anything. Kieran then breaks some heartbreaking news to us that we're not that much different from the O'Driscolls, which strikes a nerve on John.
What did you just say?
I've been watching you all these weeks, and,
You've been tied to a tree. You don't know nothing about this gang.
We finally arrive at 6 Point Cabin. We scope out the place pretty good, and inside the cabin, apparently that's where Colm O'Driscoll is. Let's see if Kieran's lying. Bill kills an O'Driscoll that's taking a piss. He stabs him in the neck. In the back. My bad. Ugh, I'm tired. I shoot an O'Driscoll with a bow and arrow right in the head.
Meek is a little lamb.
Cue the montage. After taking out all of the O'Driscolls, Arthur remembers that Kieran said that Cole would be in the cabin, which is literally right there. He gets shoved to the ground by an O'Driscoll who points a shotgun at his face, who gets shot by none other than... Where is he? Where is he? Show who shot him. Kieran Tuffy! Imagine getting your life saved by a guy whose balls you were about to cut off and who you let just, like, rot tied to a tree for weeks. Bro, my family is like, what the fuck is he saying? Anyway, after that, we search the cabin only to find out that Cole O'Driscoll, he ain't here. Arthur assumes that Kieran set them up and led him to a trap, but Kieran humbly points out he wouldn't shoot an O'Driscoll to save his life if he was setting him up. That only proves everything Kieran was saying was true. He's no longer an O'Driscoll. In response to saving his life, Arthur tells him to get lost.
I'm letting you run away. Now go on, get out of here.
That's as good as killing me. Out there, without you, Como just was gonna lose his mind about this.
Sorry, I just thought the music in the background is pretty funny, like because of the situation they were in. After letting Kieran into the gang, I loot the cabin and I get some pretty good money, man, and a double barrel shotgun. New weapon, new gang member, shootout. This is an easy S tier in my opinion. And on the way back home to play the next mission, I bought a new horse. I decided to name it Mr. Breast. You know, like Mr. Beast, but I add an extra R. But then I changed it to Big Tommy. It's time for one of the most iconic missions in the entire game, A Quiet Time. Starts off with Dutch and Arthur deciding how they're gonna get out of here and when they're heading west. But then Lenny barges in and interrupts us with some of the greatest news I've ever heard in my entire life.
What's going on?
They got Micah. He's been arrested for murder.
The news is just as great to me as it is to Arthur.
And there's talk of hanging him.
Here's hoping. Arthur, what?
Lenny's freaking the fuck out, but Dutch has one of the most civilized and best solutions he's had in the entire game.
Get him drunk.
I calmly walk into the saloon with Lenny, and then we head over to the drinking table.
I'm just in a friendly mood today for some reason.
Probably because you just found out there's talk of hanging Micah. The bartender reminds me of what happened last time when I beat up Andre the Giant's cousin. After charming a stranger to shut the fuck up, the game plays one of the best montages in the entire game. And I'm just gonna play it.
Oh. Oh. That's great, partner. Lenny, where are you?
Every time I play this mission, I always forget where Lenny is, but this I don't know, man. I just gotta go look for him. Maybe he's in this room. No, he's not there, not there. No, he's not there. Lenny.
Why ain't you never married?
Arthur starts acting like a mental patient here. Lenny's standing on the bar table and he's angry at some guys, and these guys are angry at Lenny, and Arthur's angry at those guys, and those guys are angry at Arthur. But that doesn't last very long. Arthur then has a far from senile moment where everyone looks like Lenny.
Stop slumping off on me!
I'm Clyde.
Been looking all over for you, Lenny. I found you, Lenny.
Just go home, will you?
Arthur, what are you doing?
I didn't even know you could escape from that. I'm gonna be honest. I woke up in the middle of nowhere. I had to tumble my way back to Valentine to get my horse back. S tier without a doubt. This mission just is so iconic. If I could move, there we go. But all good things must come to an end as I have to rescue Micah from jail, unfortunately.
You going to get me out of here?
I ain't decided yet.
Real funny.
I have to rescue him, don't I? God damn it, man. I pull the wall clean off and there out comes Micah. What the hell, man?
He wasn't O'Driscoll.
Alright, fine, well, let's let. I basically have to kill the entire town here. You gotta kill a bunch of law with Micah, but I lost honor. I don't even understand. I think this part's kind of messed up.
Hello, Maddie.
They had something of mine. My guns.
After killing more law, we're out of here, baby. Woo! We eventually lose him, and after we do, Micah gives me a holster and then drops some fat manipulation on me.
Sons of Dutch makes us brothers. Sometimes brothers make mistakes.
We all make mistakes. I made the mistake of coming to rescue you, dude. Dutch explains that he's not going back to camp without a peace offering to make up for what he's done, so we won't see him in camp for a while, which is probably for the best, you know? Even Rockstar Games hates Micah, bro. The only reason why I'm giving this one an A tier is because it's the most action we've gotten in a long time, even though it's, you know, rescuing Micah. Now, the next mission takes place near Blackwater, but the thing is that me and the rest of the gang are wanted there, so I gotta be extra careful. Fuck. You know, people think I mess up like that on purpose, but I don't. I just can't talk, man. I made it with my good pals to rescue one of my good pals that's been apparently taken by bounty hunters. This mission is called The First Shall Be Last, and it is about rescuing Sean from Blackwater. At least, that's where we think he is. Let's see if we're right. Yeah! We then follow a boat that apparently Sean is being held hostage on. Whoa. Guys, you won't believe it, I see him. He's right there. The bounty hunters throw him on the ground and start kicking him, but apparently that's like the least they could do after what they've been doing to him, dude. Charles is sitting on a rock. While Josiah Trelawney distracts the bounty hunters, it's my job to take them out. Javier had something else in mind, though. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. And here's another crazy shootout in Chapter 2, Horseshoe Overlook. I don't know why I said that. Take cover! After eliminating all of the bounty hunters, After killing all the bounty hunters, we realized that there's more bounty hunters to kill, and we still have to rescue Sean, so we got a long day's work ahead of us. Never mind, they're all dead. This reminds me of that time where... Anyway, we got Sean, baby! We get some rare Chapter 2 dialogue of Arthur's wisdom.
You know, nothing means more to me than this gang. The bond we share. It's the most real thing to me. I would kill for it, I would happily die for it. But in spite of all of that, I would have easily left you here to rot if Charles hadn't stopped me.
Oh, that took a turn. And with that, the mission comes to an end.
I'm gonna see what's worth taking here.
I actually would have loved to do that if bounty hunters didn't ruin my looting. Low S tier. If we were in any other chapter, like Chapter 3, it would have been a high A tier, but nope. Before I can start the next mission, the gang has a huge party to celebrate the return of Sean, which I don't understand all the hype about. I mean, it's just Sean. Okay, I gotta be honest, I don't even know this. Are they together? I know Molly loves Dutch, but are they like, what's the whole thing between them? Someone explain to me, please. Was Mary Beth ever into Arthur? I think so. I don't know. Fall asleep, wake up, only to wake up next to a letter that's right there when I wake up from my sleep, and when I wake up, I read it, and it's from Arthur's daughter. I mean ex-girlfriend. There are some huge red flags in this letter, especially if it's from an ex, like asking for help. Not in Gen Z, apparently not. I would literally rather pick up hay bales and move them over to some horses before seeing Mary. Oh yeah, Arthur's ex is named Mary Linton, just that. But enough of moving all that hay, and it's time to say hey to my ex-girlfriend. Alright, this is gonna be the first time you ever see Mary Linton. Arthur, dude, what the fuck? Oh, that's Mary, not the girl with the gun, okay. The first thing we talk about is how healthy Mary's husband is.
Died. Pneumonia.
Bad business.
Sure.
So, you've been made a widow, come here looking for me, is that it?
No.
Actually, Arthur, she needs help, you heartless piece of shit. Nah, I'm kidding. That was my first thought too when I first played. Let me talk about her little brother.
He's broken Daddy's heart.
Daddy has a heart.
Don't make me beg.
Let's get to the root of the problems here.
Little Jamie's joined the Chelonians.
Oh
That
no.
strange-
Sit tight, Jimmy, I'm coming. Now, you might be asking, what even is that? Is it a gang with violent weapons? Nope. Not even close. They keep trying to get me, Arthur Morgan, to join Chelonianism. I don't know what their goal here is, but do I look like I would fit in with that group of people? Okay, I need to stay on topic. I need to get Jamie back to Mary. I just really hope he does not, like, run away. Man, are you being serious? Run, jump. I can be a backpack while you run. I said seagulls. Stop it now. I love bad lip reading. This is where Jamie messes up. He could have easily got away from me if he didn't get off his horse. Like, dude, he said he's gonna shoot me, but he keeps forgetting he's part of Chelonianism and they can't use guns. I'm totally kidding. I'm kidding. Actually, I don't know. I'm not a part of that religion. He slowly aims the gun at his head, or that's just how it is in Deadeye, and I shoot the gun away from him like an insane cowboy. Okay, but all jokes aside, this is actually one of my favorite moments in the entire game. It's so wholesome. Arthur's a good man, even though he doesn't believe it. Arthur's a good man. I don't know how to express my emotions. I take Jamie back to Mary, who is waiting in the train station at Valentine, and she is actually thrilled to see him. Then they leave. Okay, I think I joked around way too much about this mission, even though it's so important, man. Like, even if it doesn't seem that important, it is. It introduces Mary, a little bit about Arthur's past, and then like one of the best moments in the entire game, shooting the gun out of someone's hands who's trying to commit suicide because they don't want to live anymore. And he's a young dude. He's like 18 there, maybe even younger or older. You know, I just feel like, yeah. All jokes aside, that mission was incredible. Anyway, this mission is getting the low C tier, lowest of the low. I meet up with Hosea at Emerald Ranch, and we start the next mission, or I start it by going there. The Spines of America. I'm kind of an idiot, so I don't really know why, but you know, this guy wants us to rob one of his Bob Clawford's wagon. Awesome, right? I have always done this mission right. I mean wrong, but I'm gonna do it right today. Hosea and I go scope out Carmody Dell, and that's a place that we have to rob the way. Okay, maybe I should just stop making these videos like forever. Should I have written a script for this? I don't know, but the point is I don't have a script. I'm just talking, I'm just yapping, and the wagon's in the shed. And now it's daytime. I'm a time traveler. While Hosea distracts Bob Clawford and his boys, I silently go rob the house with $40 worth of items. That's my goal, ladies and gentlemen. After doing that, it's time to get the fuck out of there. Wee! But now we have to get the wagon, you see? And I feel like I've totally lost the serious side of me that actually wants to make this like a really good video, and now I'm just kind of goofing around. I'm also just fucking, I'm tired. Can you believe this shit is taking me like 2 weeks to edit? Like, I started working on this right after I uploaded the chapter 1 thing, and now I'm just, I don't know. I mean, I'm a busy man. We bring the stagecoach back to the place where that guy is from. Let's just call him American Spine, because, wait, what's his name? Wait, let me look at the titles. Seamus. Alright, but the one after this is a long one, and it's a big one. That's what she said. But no matter how tired I am at 10:30 p.m. on a Sunday night, I am still giving this one a B tier, and this is looking like a really wacky tier list. Oh boy, time for my personal favorite of chapter 2, and no doubt in S tier, pouring forth oil. So remember about 26 minutes ago in the first mission where Mary Beth said that she overheard people talking about a train full of really rich people? Yeah, we're gonna rob it. That's happening. John actually has a pretty good idea where they can force the train to stop by like stealing an oil truck, placing it in front of the tracks. Otherwise, the train will just like go up in flames, you know? Arthur thinks it's such a good idea, he cannot get over it.
Kind of brilliant. For you. That is a real idea. I think that's the first time you ever had one of them.
Shut up.
You might be the first bastard to ever have half his brains eaten by a wolf and end up more intelligent.
So the first step of this mission is actually stealing the oil wagon, because you can't rob a train by forcing it to stop with an oil wagon without the oil wagon. That's really important. Somehow no one sees me here. The guards try to shoot him down, but they keep missing. I don't think Arthur realizes that if the guards just shoot the oil, Arthur's dead. After losing all the guards, I have to hide the wagon out near Dewberry Creek. And there we go. Wagon's hidden. Now, all that's left to do is rob the train.
See, Arthur? Ain't that dumb.
Next time, let the wolves eat all your brain. Then you'll be a genius.
Before the robbery, I actually decided to buy a new horse. Decided to name it David, and now it's time to rob a train. First detail on this is that Sean is really bad at shooting.
I love you. Come on, take a shot. Come on, take your best shot, please.
That's gotta sting. Sean wants to rob the train with Arthur, John, and John. Yeah, I left that in. Fuck you.
I said you weren't coming.
Yeah, well, Arthur says I am, and it's his party, boy, so come on, let's go. Me and the big cheeses. Love it. Can't wait to slit some bastard's throat.
You sure about this?
No.
Road trip. I decided to do something really funny here.
And fondling that new scar like you're gonna buy a breakfast in the morning.
They're left here, towards the road.
You drive a wagon before?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Stay close on this. Wouldn't want you getting scratched by a squirrel or something.
We parallel park the oil wagon on the tracks. Also, I'm trying the mic at a different angle, so is it better? Let me see. Nope, it's worse. Anyway, this is one of the coolest cutscenes in the entire game. Arthur saying, I'm gonna make sure she slows, and then puts on his mask, holds the gun, and the train headlights are shining down on him. Holy shit, this cutscene is so iconic. Everything about this mission is just so good, dude. Easily the best mission of chapter 2. This shot right here is just so cool. I screenshotted this the first time I played it. Oh my god, dude. You also get to beat up rich people, an added bonus.
Hey, give me your money, tough guy.
After beating up people and taking money, I check on Sean to see how he's doing. And he's doing just fine. Now, unfortunately, I have to proceed to violence and shoot these guards because for whatever reason, they won't let me rob their train. So when they're dead, I rob more of the train. I love my life. GTA 6 better have train robberies, dude. The train robberies in this game are just so good. But let's not talk about the one in chapter 6. Oh shit, there's law coming. But there's only 2. That's not that bad. Hold up. Hey. We have to shoot more lawmen now. The shootout was so epic, to be honest. Alright, David, take me for a ride away from the law. We get a lot of money from that, I'm just saying.
At least we made some money. Hey, what did I get? Gotta be $100 here. Very nice.
You weren't even invited.
There's one thing that's a little weird about that whole thing. The law turned up real fast, is what John just said. Was it a setup? It could have been. Did someone tip them off? Actually, I don't know. And that, my friends, is the end of the best mission in chapter 2. Another day, another mission ranking. It is 1:45 a.m. and I just woke up. I wasn't feeling the new horse I bought, so I switched it out for Big Tommy again. I renamed it Cartman, and if you don't know who Cartman is, fuck you. Watch South Park, please. Anyway, the next mission is called A Fisher of Men. Yup, we're already there. Abigail wants me to do something with his son Jack. I don't know, like take him fishing or something. There's a lot of things wrong with this. Like, why isn't she asking the boy's father for this? And obviously he seems down. He's like 4 years old on the run with a bunch of outlaws. Imagine. Poor kid, dude.
Playing.
You guys remember when we were 4 years old and it was so easy? All you needed was a stick and you could call it playing? Those are the days. Why is he so small? Okay, can I just say that Jack, when he's 4 years old, is adorable?
You're a brave kid.
So, just like you.
Okay, wait, he sounds like a Cocomelon voice actor or something. Jack then asks me when we're going back to the Blackwater camp. Hey, it's like he doesn't know that we're wanted.
I forgot a storybook there. We left so quick.
Well, I'm sure someone can get...
Hell no. The game wants me to go back to Blackwater where I'll probably get arrested, where there's lawmen circling around just so I can pick up a book. Anyway, let's start fishing, shall we? No, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Oh, I got some. I catch my first fish I've ever caught in my entire life. Literally, I've never gone fishing before. Wait, I've played this game 3 times. Hang on.
Can I take a break from fishing? I want to make something.
You're already giving it. It's been 2 minutes. Great. Now I have no one to fish with. All right, I'm giving up on fishing. Jack shows me a necklace he made for his mother, but unfortunately, you know what happens right after this.
What a fine young man. And in such complex circumstances.
In such complex circumstances.
Yes, Arthur Morgan, Vanderlyn's most trusted associate. You've read the files. Typical case. Orphaned street kid seduced by that maniac's silver tongue.
Why are we doing this in front of the kid, man?
Agent Milton, Agent Ross. Pinkerton Detective Agency, seconded to the United States government. Nice to finally meet. We know a lot about you.
Do you?
You're a wanted man, Mr. Morgan. There's $5,000 for your head alone.
$5,000? For me? Can I turn myself in?
They don't even want Arthur, they want Dutch. Ew, put the hat back on. Oh, thank God. I'm not going to torture you with his yapping, so basically what he's explaining to Arthur is that if Arthur turns in Dutch, then they will remove Arthur's bounty, give him his freedom. That's the thing here. They just want Dutch. They're just using him. Milton then breaks some news to Arthur, and it's not good news.
Spare me the philosophy lesson. I've already heard it from Mac Callender.
My calendar.
He was pretty shot up by the time I got to him. So really, it was more of a mercy killing. Slow, but merciful.
If you don't know who Mac is, go watch my Chapter 1 tier list video. But Mac is one of the guys that was either shot or arrested at the ferry job that we never seen in the game before. They didn't know if he was alive, but now he knows. Agent Milton killed him.
Enjoy your fishing, kid, while you still can.
I threw that part of Agent Ross in there because I don't know if you played Red Dead 1, but the karma is insane.
Who are they?
No one to worry about, no one at all. Come on, let's pick up your things and get home.
Great fishing trip, Arthur. Great fishing trip. We arrive back at camp where Jack gives Abigail the necklace and she hates it.
You did real fine, kid.
Sure, for someone who didn't fish at all. Arthur then breaks the news to Dutch, and I've never seen him this panicky.
Guys out near the river. A fella named, Milton, and, I don't remember the other fella's name. Ross. Milton and Ross. And they are employees of the Pinkerton Detective Agency. And they know about the train, and they know we're here.
Well, you followed back here.
No, they know we're near here. And they want you, Dutch. They offered me my freedom in exchange, they did.
Why didn't you take it?
Very funny. Well, what do we do now?
I say we do nothing.
Okay, I know I've joked about this before, but this is actually one of the better solutions Dutch has had in the game. The only exciting thing about this mission is the cutscene. So that's why I'm giving this a C tier, but my God. What a heavy mission, dude. I then go to the middle of nowhere to start the next mission, an American pastoral scene. Okay, ignoring the fact that we're doing this with Micah, this is actually a good mission. Just watch.
Dutch said you was a big shadow cast by a tiny tree.
I don't even know what that means.
When Micah was in jail, apparently an old Driscoll was yapping about a wagon that comes this time of Strawberry, and Micah wants to rob it.
You and me? Do robbery?
That's what I said, didn't I?
After you.
This is one of those moments where I had a lot of hope for Arthur and Micah. Despite their disagreements, they're actually like an unstoppable duo when they're together. I promise you, but unfortunately that doesn't last long in the game at all. My first time playing the game, I knew nothing about it, and I actually kind of liked Micah in Chapter 2, but that, if you know, which is kind of weird. It was really only because he gave Arthur that holster after rescuing him from Strawberry. What you're about to see here is something that I could not resist doing. Look, there they are. Right on time. I don't really think a bow and arrow is the best use for this, but I like it. I like it. Shut up. So instead of just opening it and robbing it, we're gonna drive it, and everything goes perfectly until it doesn't.
What the hell?
This shootout, in my opinion, is is the best of chapter 2, and it's so much cooler in first person. The sharpshooters are awesome. Nah, I'm still using the bow and arrow. I'm still using it. Yup. See? It finally ends with the remaining O'Driscolls retreating. Alright, now we actually have to rob this thing. This mission's so cool. I don't care what you say. After looting all the money, I look back at the river and what a massacre. Top of A tier. That's all that needs to be said. Okay, so this is not a mission, but I just thought this was so funny. I had to put it in the video. After accidentally bumping into him, he challenges me to a duel. Yeah, that's right. He wants to shoot me in the head because I hit his shoulder a little. I played this game 3 times and I've never seen this before. So I was actually like preparing mentally, getting ready for this shit. And I didn't even need to.
Whoa! Oh! Oh! Ground's coming up real fast.
He just fucking died. I didn't even do anything, man.
Gentlemen.
Hello, sir.
Morning.
Nice people around here.
Uh-huh.
Apart from you idiots, that is.
Ready to lose them teeth.
Yeah, and then some random guy started fighting me for literally no reason. So I let him outside and he started getting shot. Alright, enough of that shit. It's finally time to start the mission called The Sheep and the Goats. Toby Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat. First half of this mission is boring, so I'm gonna speedrun it. John wants me to go inside the ammunition store to buy a bolt-action rifle. Arthur and John start bickering about the mistakes they've made.
Just do one thing or another. Not be 2 people at once. That's all I'm saying.
It ain't that simple.
He tells me to scare off the ranchers so we can steal the sheep and claim the money for ourselves. Yeah, we have to deliver sheep to get the money. I keep all the sheep in a group and then we head back to Valentine. After delivering them, this guy said he wants 25% because apparently he knows who we are. After some negotiating, the price is officially, he gets 18%. I don't know why. We then meet up with Dutch and Strauss at the saloon. Alright, now this is where the mission gets interesting.
Nothing like talking to old Strauss to make you want to blow your own brains out.
Okay, that is interesting, but that's not what I was thinking about.
To your good health.
I'm not even gonna. We then hear yelling outside from a character that we've heard before. We robbed his train. We have not seen him until this moment.
My name is Leviticus Cornwall. I am not a man to be messed with by the likes of you. Get out here before I have these men killed. What do you think? Get out here,
Well,
you depraved piece of trash!
You start spinning a yarn. When I think the moment's right, I'll make a
I
move.
got where I am by letting
Why
scum
not?
like you rob from me? Vanderlyn, you're done!
Jesus Christ, this game is so cool. I don't know, just that one part of like making the plan. Dutch is like so calm, and then he just like, you know, like the angle. Dutch drinking the beer, putting it down as Leviticus is losing his mind. John and Strauss are like being like, this game is so good. Anyway, Leviticus Korn runs off and just leaves his men there. While Dutch starts yapping, John takes a peek at me, and this is also like another very iconic shot right here. I decided to shoot the guy that's holding John because I don't really care about Strauss that much. This is another incredible shootout in this game. Like, the mission started out with delivering sheep, and now we're killing people. I love this game. Yay! I'm covering them while they're behind the wagon moving Strauss to safety, and I have to shoot everyone. Yeah, I'm in the open and they're behind the wagon. What a bunch of cowards, dude. Thankfully though, these are the last 2 guys. Well, we can never ever go back to Valentine again. Dutch suggests that we start packing up the camp and moving. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. Strauss is a weakling. Giving this a high B tier, specifically because the first half was just, I just didn't see any point to it at all.
Turned into a bunch of killers, I mean it. We ain't even got the delusion of being anything but a bunch of killers.
Hosea is so real for that. He's never afraid to say what's on his mind. Arthur walks over to Dutch just to confirm that they're moving camps, or places, or whatever they're doing. This mission's called A Strange Kindness. Oh my god, finally we're at the last mission of Chapter 2. I'm so ready to move on to Chapter 3 after this. So Micah told Dutch about a place that could lie low called Dewberry Creek, and we're about to check it out and see if it's like, you know, suitable for the camp. Charles and I, because Charles is the GOAT. So underrated. Maybe he, maybe not.
So where does it end?
Where does what end?
The moving, the running.
Dutch don't see it as running.
Call it what you want.
I don't know. Before, put enough time and distance between you and the problem, Eventually, it went away.
So here's Dewberry Creek. Yup, extremely open. It's gonna be like impossible to defend. Why would Micah ever think that this is a good idea to lie low?
Hey, I see something over there.
This is the dead body that I saw way before you. There's already a campsite here. I wonder what super threatening people could be camping out here. Oh. I don't even know what Arthur was doing here, but he tells these people who are obviously in desperate need of help to get the fuck out of there. I love Arthur, but L Arthur for this. L Arthur.
You were just gonna send that woman and her children on their way?
Yep, Charles knows what's up, dude. Charles is incredible. I should probably mention that we're looking for that girl's husband and her kid's father. So, yeah, you know? We eventually find a campsite where we suspect the husband was taken. I love being right. Unfortunately, it's a trap. Like, why would they just leave him out in the open? Yeah, see? People start shooting at him. It's a trap. I shoot this lamp. I also shoot a bunch of other fellers that were trying to kill us.
Bitte, lass mich gehen.
Divert here. This spot should work for us. I agree.
Yeah, he just walked into the fire. Alright, enough goofing off.
Meiner Familie gehört eine Goldmine. Sie wollen Lösegeld erpressen.
How did someone even come up with them words?
Oh no.
Come on, now get out of here. This place ain't safe. Get out!
He then gives me a gold bar in return for almost not saving his life. What a good man. And that campsite that we found that tied up dude at, that's what we're claiming. Great place to lie low.
Well, I don't know where the hell we are, but we are going to make the best of it.
That's it. It's chapter 2. Moving on to chapter 3. And the next one. Oh yeah, I gotta rank this mission. Hang on. There are some good moments in this mission. Low A tier. That's a weird tier list, man. I don't really know what to say. Thanks for watching. The next one's coming out, I don't know, soon.